Hey guys, Tim here. Beautiful Monday afternoon. Just the start of the afternoon. I hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. If you're not at work, if you are at work, I hope you're making it a good one. And why are you listening to this video? why are you watching this video? Unless it's later on in the day when it goes up on Facebook, then I understand. But anyway, I got to thinking to myself, guys. I was watching, usually in the morning I'm getting ready. If I don't feel like listening to music, I'll throw like an interview on in the background, or like a podcast or something like that, anything along those natures. And, excuse me, I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and it was a part of the Russell Simmons family, a part of the Simmons family. It was JoJo, Angela, and the other young lady. I forget what her name is. I want to say Veronica, but I'm not sure. I'm sure you guys know. I don't really follow those the celebrities too much enough to know. But anyway, I was listening to it, and they got to talking about how JoJo was like the buffer in between the two young ladies, because the two young ladies will bump heads a lot, and they would JoJo would be the one to like give advice, and if they go to him for advice, he gives advice. And Charlemagne asked like, hey, does JoJo give good advice? And the lady said, yeah, he does. And then when asked why, he was like, oh, I just been through a lot. I've been through a lot in reference to like social media, to like bullying, just through relationship issues. He said he's been through a lot. So because of his own experiences, he's able to give that knowledge, give that advice to other people who ask for it. And then the question got asked of, well, who does he go to for advice? And he says himself. And then they got to talk to the topic of discussion. And it's like, that's the problem. That's part of the problem with the communication skills. But men don't want to go to somebody for advice and, for help. And Charlemagne says he goes to therapy. He goes to therapy. I think he said like every day at 3 o'clock or something along those lines. But it got me to thinking, generally speaking, my experience as a man, when I was a kid, as a boy, I was super sensitive. Anyone who knows me knows that to be the truth. I was like super sensitive. I would like cry all the time, and I would like literally feel someone else's pain. Like if someone went through something, or they came to me and told me something, I would cry, right? Then usually, after my father had passed, I guess that something just switched to me, where I don't do that anymore. Like I just cry, and I never went to anybody like to share my emotions. Hey, what's up? What's going on? But it got me to thinking, like, are we raised to not show emotions? Hey, I like all of the whys. So it got me to thinking, like, are we raised to not show our emotion? Are we raised to believe that that's like a weakness? You take a look at women, right? Women are taught it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to let it all out. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be upset. Men, we're not taught that. Like, you hear it in rap lyrics. You hear it in like just households where it's like the whole term man up, right? The term man up in and of itself. So it's like, hey, look, don't show emotion, don't be weak. And then we aren't really taught how to deal with it. So I wanted to ask you guys, are we taught to not show emotion, or are we raised to not, or are we learned to not show emotion? Like, is it taught or is it learned? I want to get you guys' opinion on that, because it really got me to thinking, like even Jay-Z said, he said, males shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. But you mad because he sell dimes and he push weight. So it's even in rap lyrics. Like, and we're taught, and this is like an old school thought, right? This old school thought like the man is supposed to be the rock, the man is supposed to be the foundation. Well, what happens when that rock has a few chips in it? You know what I mean? What happens when we need to go to somebody and we need to talk to? I mean, I came across a couple of my friends where we might share stories. You know, we might share stories like, oh man, she did this or she did that, but we never really open up. We never really go like, oh hey man, I'm feeling real sad right now. I'm feeling real vulnerable. We feel like we can't feel that way. So it got me to thinking like, who in the household when we're raised, right? So if you're raised in a single parent household, one could argue like, okay, that parent, for whatever reason, whether it be the father or the mother, that parent can't really instill those lessons into you, where it's like, hey, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be upset and to talk about those things, right? Maybe that parent didn't just do that. If you were blessed and, you know, you grew up with both parents in the household, then you think like, okay, well, did I ever get to see them argue? Did they ever come and talk to me about the issues that they were going through? Or did they keep it bottled up to them? Did they keep it to themselves? So it's really important. You know, you got all these different factors that you want to look at. You know, is it the parents that taught us that? Is it life that taught us that? And I'll reference the man up again, like even being man up, stop crying, right? Or how many of us got picked on in the schoolyard if you cried over something, you know, somebody took something of yours, or you hurt yourself, or somebody said something you didn't like and you start crying, or you want to cry, but you know in your head like, oh damn, I can't cry because I'm gonna get picked on, I'm gonna get treated on. Even the term, like, I don't know what, you know, I'm sure the majority of you watching this are my friends, so you grew up in Philly like I did. You hear the term stop girling, right? Same thing, stop girling. Stop being, oh, he a little girl, stop being a little girl, right? So it's kind of like you get compared to, like, it's more feminine to show these emotions. It's more masculine not to. And then when we get put in situations like where we got to go and get advice for somebody, or we're in a relationship with a young lady, or in some cases a young man, you know, depending on your sexual orientation, you don't know how to really convey these emotions. Like, you don't know how to come out and explain these things, and then you get penalized for it, because then eventually your relationship could go down the drain. And then it got me to thinking, like, why do just black people in particular, but specifically men, why do we feel like we can't go to therapy? You know what I mean? Why do we feel like we can't seek help? Why do we feel like, oh, we can't go here to this place and get help with these emotions and how to express these emotions? Which again brings back the question: Are we taught to be emotionless, or that emotions are weak, or do we learn that growing up? So let me know, guys. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm actually going to talk about this on the show this week. I want to really dive into it because I think it's a cool topic, and I'm gonna have some of my this is a thought that came to me today. I'm gonna have more of my thoughts kind of like in line by the end of the week. And if you want to be on the show to talk about it, like if you want to set up an interview so we can talk about these topics on the show, let me know. I see a lot of you guys watching the video, and I think that's dope and that's really, really cool. But I encourage you guys to reach out to me and let me know. Like I mentioned in my last video, you guys have a lot of cool thoughts. You guys have a lot of cool thoughts and a lot of unique opinions and perspectives to share that maybe only you've been through, or you feel like only you've been through, and you want to share it to other people. You want to let other people who've been through what you've been through know that there's other people out there like them. You know what I mean? So I see a lot of you guys watching. I see a ton of you guys watching. Almost 100 of you guys watched the video the other day. So you guys are definitely, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you listening. But I would really love to see my inbox blow up. I mean, I know you guys got opinions about something. Whether you agree or disagree, I know you guys got a story to tell, an opinion to share. So tell you what, do me a favor, pause the video right now, stop right now, and just message me. just message me. I saw your video. I want to talk about it. And even if you don't want to be on the show, talk about it. Let me be your shoulder to lean on. Just talk about it, you know. Even if you disagree with me, hit me up. Pause the video right now. Hit me up. Hey Tim, I saw your video, blah, blah, blah. Even if you're seeing this a couple days later, you're thinking, oh, he did this on Monday, it's Friday now, whatever. No, still hit me up, still hit me up. There's a few ways you can do that. You can email the show, I'll talk if you'll listen, at hotmail.com. No apostrophes, I'll talk if you'll listen. Hit me up on here, just DM me, respond to this video even. Or you could hit me up on Facebook, or just text me if you got my number. There's plenty of ways to get in touch with me, guys. I'm coming up on the bus stop now. Let's see if it's coming. Beautiful day, man. I'm glad the wind's blowing too. If it wasn't, it'd be way hotter than it is right now. I got a little bit more time to talk with you guys. But yeah, guys, I do see a bus down there. I don't know if it's the H or the 22. I see two buses, so one's definitely mine. So I'm just going to wrap this up, guys, and say thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it. I hope you are having a good day. I hope you will have a good day. I hope you had a good day, depending on when you watch this video. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys about some of these topics. And remember, please hit me up. Don't feel like you can't hit me up. Hit me up. I know some of you are shy. That's fine. I get it. But again, I think a lot of you guys, you need to give yourself more credit. You got some really powerful points to share and some really cool opinions to share. And for whatever reason, you don't. You just sit on your opinions. I don't understand that. But think about that. Like, I decided to come out with the show to share my opinions and just voice my opinions to the world. I don't care if you agree or disagree. I just want to get them out there and then maybe just create the dialogue. You know what I mean? So I just want to hear you guys talk about it. Like, don't be afraid. Hit me up, please. In the meantime, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll probably do one of these tomorrow, and I'll see you online. Have a good day, guys.